Oh, good. All right, Mr. Eliot, how you doing, buddy?
Good.
Very good. So we're gonna do a little review on last week's match that you had with Max Olivier. This was the first round match at the four-star tournament. So you started off with a really good first set, winning 6-2 the first and being up 2-1 in the second set, and then we had a little bit of difficulties and we lost the second 6-3 and 6-2 the next two sets. Give me a little bit your impressions on the match and what happened throughout the match. What kind of happened that you lost a little bit of the lead and the momentum of that match?
I feel like my serve started. I stopped kind of hitting my serve after 2-1 in the second set because I think I did a couple double faults in that game, and then the games after that I was not confident in my first serve, and so my serve the points I won on my first serve went down a lot. I think I started overthinking a little bit of my points because I wasn't really able to get a backhand in that match, but like the past couple of weeks I wasn't really feeling my backhand, and so and I was only doing slices, and I felt like if I let him get into a point with my backhand I would lose it, so I was kind of overcomplicating it and trying to like smack forehands, trying to finish the point fast, and I feel like that kind of made me do like a lot more errors.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of the stats and let's see if the stats and the perception match each other, because we always have a way that we as a player feel the match ourselves, and in this case you felt like you wanted to protect your backhand that day. You felt like you had a bit of insecurities, and because of it you overcompensated with your forehand, and you felt like maybe you made a bit more mistakes because of that. So let's just take a look. Let's break that down set by set. So if we take a look at the first set here, which the one you won, unforced errors, you only had 6.
Yeah.
And you had 4 on your forehand and 2 on your backhand. Pretty clean first set. First serves in 80%. First serve points won 60%. So very good. It confirms some of the things you were saying before. In the set 2, unforced errors went up to 11. Yeah. So almost doubled. 8 on the forehand and only 3 on the backhand. Serve percentage did drop, like you had said, 16%. And your serve points won went down a lot as well, down to 39% on the first serve especially. So those stats do confirm some of your perceptions. And on the third set, you have 13 unforced errors, and you have, again, more with the forehand. So 10 with the forehand, only 3 with the backhand. So, if I look at that quickly, one of the things it tells me is that you have to trust your forehand, and you have to also build around your forehand, because the most mistakes are coming on that wing right now. Yeah. And understanding probably a little bit better on when to rally, when to defend, and when to attack. Because maybe right now, no matter what phase you're in, I think you're going pretty aggressive all the time with the forehand. And if you're really far, you're just taking a really big risk, and the percentages of you winning those points will go down a lot. So this is Eliot down here. That's a great quality rally ball, deep cross. Couple net balls. It's a great ball. Really good. I think where the slice was an issue in that tournament was it was done out of fear. Yeah. I don't want to miss, so I'm going to slice. But how about if the slice is used in a different mindset, where it's, I'm going to make this guy miss, I'm going to challenge his timing, I'm going to challenge his impact point, and then I'm going to take him off his game, and then I'm going to really be able to take him and dominate him. Yeah. I'm curious to see some of these forehand points, because there is a lot of mistakes. So if we looked at the forehand quick, your forehand is a really good shot that you have. Just kind of mastering the right moments in the shot selection with it. Great return. Great shot after the return. So I love that when you get around that ball there, taking the forehand, controlling the point. who's the first player that comes to mind when you think of someone who had a great forehand and had a backhand that was used to kind of prepare the forehand, used his slice a lot? Kyrgios is one for sure.
I forgot his name. Daniel Evans.
Daniel Evans is another one, good example. One of the greatest of all time sticks out in my mind as well.
Djokovic had a good forehand.
Federer, because Djoko also had a really good backhand. But Federer used to use a lot his chip and then find his forehand to dictate the points and stuff like that. And people knew that his backhand was much weaker and tried to get at it, but he always found ways to use the backhand properly to refine his forehand and retake control of the points. So I think, you know, your identity as a player is becoming more and more clear now, and I think it's really important that we build this style around the forehand. The backhand, you know that that's going to be the cross-court shot. That's going to be the one that's going to be the one that sets it up. And when you finally find that forehand, boom, then that's going to be what's going to dictate. And to dictate it with a bit more security, with a little bit more margin for the error, a little bit more topspin. And that way you can hit as hard as you want all day and not make so many mistakes. I think you have to go to the battle in these tournaments and be like, hey, listen, I can dictate with my forehand. I can counter with my backhand all day. I can defend with it. And I can rally with it. And just going to trust myself out there and stay in those positive mindsets that we're working on. The more you're going towards that direction, I think the better your game is getting as well. And I think we're in the right sense. The other aspect is the serve. So sometimes if we looked at the stats of it, the serve percentage of points won on the first went down a lot in the second set. And I think that just also had to do with the shot selection of the first couple balls of each rally. Like you said, you were kind of accepting the rallies cross-court in the beginning. It was doing a great job. And then when you kind of started to go down the line and stuff off the first ball after the serve, I think then that's where the unforced errors kind of creeped in, and that's where the percentage of winning those points dropped down. So, you know, moving forward, I think continuing to rally with quality balls. I think this is something in order for you to keep getting good, keep improving the percentage of the first serve, and then backing it up with a really good couple first shots after, and I think that's going to give you the chance to do a lot better for sure. Sounds good? So we're moving into the etaps with a very clear objective on what we need to improve. Good. Good stuff, buddy. Thank you.
Roll it. Yeah, that's the one. That one's heavier. Ah. Little heavier. It's okay. That's it. Push the ground with the legs. Good. Yep. Good, very good.
My backhands are going in more. I'm more comfortable. I'm more confident on what I have to do to get them in. When I was getting them out, I was like, I don't know what I have to do to get them in.
Trusting yourself is really important to get to a high level. I think the best players have that confidence. They miss like crazy. Like you go watch a pro tournament, sometimes the guy's still making 20 unforced errors, but when he misses with the right intention and believes he's gonna make it. Like really, truly believes it. Like he's surprised it's out though. So I think that trust is gonna help you get over some of the things and keep moving your game forward for the rest of the season. Push him back. Good. Change. Yes, sir. Okay, that's perfecto. That's perfect, okay? So that's really high level. The quality of the cross was so good that after 3-4 he was stuck. You're inside the court, you're super well positioned. Boom, just nicely placed down the line, good job. Bossa. Good. Sois patient. Oh, celle-là est belle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Excellent. That's good. Tu peux changer. T'as eu des occasions pour changer? Okay. Okay, so quick little wrap up on what I saw with Eliot on the court today during the points. You know, sometimes it's funny how it's not really a technical issue. Sometimes the fundamentals are in place. The grip is good, the preparation is good, the impact is good, the follow through is good, but you don't trust it. And I think that's why I always start from the mentality now when I coach people. I do never start from, hey, I think I should change your grip, because Tiafoe probably wouldn't have the grip he had today, nor would Chapeau, nor would Kachanov. And there's a lot of guys with different techniques, and that's okay. But I always start first from the mentality. If at one point the technique really is the problem of where and why the player can't do what he wants to do with the ball, okay, we can make changes, we can make corrections. But often just by pushing the correct buttons and making sure that you let yourself go, that you trust yourself, that you're in the correct mindset, often that corrects a majority of the problems. Not all, but a majority. Some of the other ones are just tactical decision-making or perception or awareness on the court or just pure focus. And those things don't have to do with technical or biomechanical changes or issues. So keep that in mind for all you young players out there, that, you know, trust yourself and let the shots go. And if you trust it and you miss it, you're going to live with it much better than if you don't trust it and you miss it and then you want to do it over and you have regrets. So keep that in mind.